14th to the 20th April, that's what they told us, and we are down to the 19th already. This is the ITTF Men's and Women's World Cup Macau 2025. We are coming at you live from the Galaxy Arena. Sun Ying-sha goes up against Chen Xintong in the next semi-final, and that'll be in the women's, and that's going to be followed by Lin Shidong going up against Liang Jinkung. That, of course, will be the second semi-final of the evening. Now, let's not forget, we've already finished off with two, and there were two, well, I would say one result that was good, because Kuai Man got the better of, Mima Ito, and good in the sense that it was a massive play from Kuai Man. And then we had another interesting match, which went down to a 7-game affair, and that was, of course, when Hugo Calderano got the better of Wang Chuqin, who was the favorite today. Now, Sun Ying-sha faces off with Chen, and one of these two will go up against Kuai Man, who's already made it through to the finals of the 2025 edition of this tournament. Stay with us as the world number 1, Sun Ying-sha, and the world number 4, Chen Xintong, will make their way into the arena. Stay with us. Just in case I haven't introduced myself, my name is Glenn Mascarenas, and I'm here to take you through these remaining two semi-finals, and of course tomorrow with the big finale, where the men and women will go up to find out who will be king and who will be queen bee of Macau 2025. Stay with me, don't go anywhere. I promise you, it's only going to get even more exciting with each passing game.
现场的各位，倒计时时刻，我要听到你们所有人的声音。我们一起从5倒数，5、4。
Let's welcome the players. World number 4, representing China, Chen Xintong. World number 1, representing China, Sun Yishan.
World number 4 and the world number 1, well, getting on to the arena, and it's going to be an interesting one. And that pink area, of course, which the ladies have been gracing for the past week, or past 5 days. Today is the 6th day. It's been a very, very interesting one because there have been so many, matches that have taken my breath away, including the one that was played by Kwai Mon and Wang Manyu yesterday, when Kwai Mon, upset the second seed to gain entry to the semi-finals, and today she made it through to the finals. Shen Shintong, well, she got the better of Bruna Takahashi 4-1 in the quarterfinals to reach the semis, and that was a pretty big one. We saw Bruna Takahashi earlier in the day, supporting Hugo Calderano, and it was Sun Ying-sha who got the better of Cheng Yiming. That was Cheng Yiqing, and that was 4-1 yesterday. It was quite an impressive showing from her. So we are going to get down to the entire list of matches just to show you what progressed. So Sun Ying-sha beat Cheng Yiqing 4-1, and Bruna Takahashi also was beaten by Shen Shintong 4-1. It will be a very, very interesting battle to watch with these two. Now, they've met a couple of times in the past. Let's not forget, we've got, did I say a couple of times? They've met 11 times in the past. 11. And Sun Ying-sha holds the upper hand with 72.7% wins. Shen Shintong, of course, has 27.3% wins. And
Red
that means Sun has won, Ying-sha has won 8, and Shintong has won 3 of those games. The toss.
Black. Side, you surface, you receive.
So Sun Ying-sha winning the toss and choosing the side, and Shen Shintong will, of course, serve. We did get a view of our umpire as well. Our main umpire for today is Si Mei Lan of Hong Kong. She's being assisted by Kong Yung-hee of Hong Kong. Just to get a view now of our stars at the table. Shen Shintong, 27 years old, world ranking 4, seeded number 4 in the tournament. Right-handed shake hand grip. And her opponent, the world number 1, who's pretty much known as the Queen Bee of world table tennis. She's been at that top spot for quite a long period of time. Very consistent, 24 years old, world ranking 1, seeded 1 in the tournament. Right-handed shake hand grip, and defending champion. She won last year, in that fantastic battle against Wang Yidi. So it's going to be a very, very interesting one here for us as, Sun Ying-sha goes up against what we know as one of her very, very able and well-skilled rivals. So all that coming up for you just a little bit there. Once again, umpire Si Mei Lan. Let me remind you, of course, that, as I said, she is being assisted by Hong Kong's Kong Yung-hee. This game, of course, will finish with one of these young ladies making their way through to the finale, where they will meet 21-year-old Kwan Mai. That, of course, is our very good mascot, Bobo. The ping pong ball in table tennis player's attire. Absolutely love him. He's a cool dude. So just to look at their recent matches, 2025 of the World Table Tennis Championships in Chongqing. It was Sun Ying-sha who got the better of Shen Shintong, and that was 4-love. And this was in the final. Then in the ITTF ATTU Asian Cup in Shenzhen, also this year, in the semi-final, it was Sun Ying-sha who got the better of Shen Shintong, 4-love. But in 2024, and the Fukuoka finals, at the WTT finals, in the round of 16, Shen Shintong got the better of Sun Ying-sha 3-2. So most of the results, of course, do fall in favor of the world number 1. 8 matches that she's won out of 11 encounters, while Shintong has won only 3. It will be Chen Tong to, well, serve and to start off proceedings in this battle. Just as early exchanges. Both these players do thrive on that quick movement. Spinning Shah. Very good body language, looking very, very confident here. Good rotation as far as the shots are concerned. Well, sneaking 2 points away from Chen Xintong's serve. And Spinning Shah to serve for the first time in this game. And service there. I think Chen Xintong has to, well, just, well, get her wits together. She's lost a couple of straight points. Would not want to end up with a bagel in the first game itself. 1-4 as it currently stands, love 4. Was just about settling down, and many players do need that. So when you're playing someone like Spinning Shah, you've also got to keep in mind the fact that she isn't going to let you settle down if you haven't. And I would love to see a battle between her and Koi Mon, not taking anything away from Chen Xintong, but Spinning Shah leads 5-love. And first point here for Chen Xintong, and that's a good thing. And that's 2 points in the bag. And Shah just knocking that ball out of the table. Lovely return there from her opponent. Don't forget that both these, well, paddlers represent the Chinese national team. And along with Wang Manyu, that's pretty much the top order that we'd be looking at.
3-6.
Shah does get the benefit of that. 3-6 now. Seven 7-3, two of my favorite players, not in, this year. One, of course, being Ma Long, and the other being Chen Meng. Absolutely love their temperament and the way that they go about their business. Sending Shah back again.
7-4.
So 7-4. Chen Xintong will have to work for those points. Got a very, very different approach to the game than Spinning Shah, although they do play similar styles. It's all about being able to change that direction at will. That's what Spinning Shah just waits for, the chance to just sneak one in. And here's that winning move. Fantastic ball distribution when it comes to using the table to good measure. Oh, lovely forehand winner. Just had to angle herself a little bit for that. But smart thinking on her part. So 5 points ahead now, Suning Shah.
9-5.
Well, that's across the net, but those points will count, so 9-5. I do believe the world number one would want to start off this game on a winning note. Not really have too much of, well, not give her opponent too much of a leeway or breathing space, and I think that that's exactly what she'd be thinking of right now. Suning Shah now on game point. I did say there's very similar styles of play. If you look at the two of them, especially their footwork, it's different from players like Wang Manyu or Chen Meng. But these two do play similar on some counts. A lovely effort there from Chen Sintong as she takes the points up to 6. She will serve, and if she can hold the serve, she could delay Suning Shah from claiming this first game. Well, lovely return there from Chen Sintong. It's up to 7 points, had a bit of a slow start, but she's finding a rhythm. So 11-7, Suning Shah claims the first game. Not a badly fought encounter, if you ask me. I think Chen Sintong taking this game back to her, well, national team member. 11-7, first game. I would normally rest easy just to give you a chance to watch the players take a break and get a bit of information from their coaches. This time around, of course, both are national team members. There's going to be no coach around. It's every athlete for themselves. All they have is the couch and the time to rethink if they have to take a timeout. And it's something that a player or a paddler like Quadri Aruna of Nigeria does best. He takes the timeout, goes to the couch, sits and rethinks his strategy. And I think that's really unique. I mean, normally if you have, well, you're playing against your countrymen, then of course you would do that, but because you don't have a coach in your corner. But Quadri Aruna travels by himself, and it's quite unique to watch him do that all the time. Well, here's Suning Shah as she starts off the second game. Well, that net's just going to work in favor of her, so it's love one. Chen Sintong will accept those points gracefully. Straight off the edge. Suning Shah just getting back into it. 1-all. Chen Tong will serve.
2-1.
Well, that's good service from her. Just making the difference here.
2-all.
Well, straight off the edge, but those points will count. 2-all. There's the spinning shot. Well, this is interesting to look at the way that Sunning Shah would actually move it. She's worked hard with that backhand and just a good amount of backhand topspin that she's been using. And driving that forehand really strong. It's 2-4. Chen Tong will have to be very, very careful about how she progresses. It's an advantage and a disadvantage to it. The advantage is that both these paddlers know each other's games. They know each other's strategy. Of course, that does change with every single event.
3-4.
And that will be a confident run taken by Chen Tong. It's 3-4 now. Nisha not too happy about, well, her efforts in those last two shots, but I don't think she's got anything to complain about as yet. It's 4-all. Oh, lovely finish. Absolutely perfect control there of that point. Sunning Shah alternating her shots, changed direction a couple of times over, kept the same pace, and that last bit just straight inside the edge. Absolutely wonderful point won there by the world number one. 5-4. Just getting her opponent to put it out, Chen Tong. Let's not forget that Chen Tong is a newcomer to the big stage. Had a highest ranking of world number 3, 25th July 2023. Current ranking of 4 was on 8th April 2025. She's won a couple of events, including the WTT Star Contender Bangkok 2023.
5-6.
Sunning Shah will just get the advantage here. Let's not forget, in 2017, she even beat the iconic and now, I can't say legendary because she's not that old, but she got the better of Ding Ning, and that was in 2017 at the ITTF World Tour Swedish Open. She also defeated Wen Jia in ITTF at the Hungarian Open in the World Tour.
7-5.
So, if you're looking at her exploits, she has been up there. She's done a few good bits. Also beat Miyu Hirano of Japan. That was in 2019 at the Czech Open. But as of now, her main focus will have to be this very event, because you either progress to the finale or you bow out in the semi-final. She's up against a very formidable opponent, Sunning Shah, who now will serve at 7-5. We're off the edge.
8-5.
But she'll still accept it gracefully. Well, anyone would. Sunning Shah, don't forget, started playing table tennis only at the age of 5. But she was an enthusiast, never dreamt of making the team. By the time she was 10, she joined the Hebei provincial team. Very proactive, quick-witted nature allowed her to learn quickly, make great progress. Her coaches were always impressed with her. Joined China's second national table tennis team in 2015. Drafted into the main team in 2017. And if you take her age into account, she was 16 at the time when she made a debut in the senior international competitions at the ITTF World Tour in Japan. Early success included winning gold in both women's singles and doubles at the Japan Open. And that took her to a world number 10 ranking. Got a strong mental game, known to stay focused. Will look like she's unfazed through the whole course of the event. But here she is as she leads by 3 points. Chen Xintong, of course, to serve at 6. A lovely comeback there from Chen Xintong. And a well-deserved point as well. It's 9-7. A few errors there. Left wisely by Chen Xintong because she knew it was going to go anyways. Or rather, she gracefully let it pass by. Well, that's never going to work with Sunning Shah. Just a gentle jab there from Chen Xintong, but that's put Sunning Shah at game point. She's good at the net, and that forehand push will just about nail her that point. So now 10-8, or rather 8-10 as Chen Xintong serves. Well, keep in mind the fact that if, well, Xintong doesn't really pick up a game, this could be over in 4 straight games. Having said that, well, the previous game did prove me wrong when Kuai Man came from 2 games down to win the next 4. A lovely service for that return, unplayable. And it's game to Sunning Shah, 11-8. Bit of progress for Chen Xintong. She went down in the first one, 7-11. This time it's 8-11. Sunning Shah leads by 2 games. Well, as we get ready for the 3rd game, just reminded of a very good conversation with, a very big table tennis star once, and was just talking to him about players. Well, letting shots pass, which are actually going to go out, and there's a tendency of some players, and still a handful of players who will reach for everything. regardless of whether it's going to go out or not. And it's second nature. It's how the way they play their game. But here goes Chen Shentong. A bit of sparring there before Chen Shentong decided that the ball's got to leave the table. And Sun Ying-sha, well, just looking at the game itself, just seems to have, well, a bit of a mental advantage here over her opponent. Now, I don't know whether it's just on the day or it's just generally, but you don't normally see that because Chen Shentong is a gutsy player. Oh, that's a very powerful forehand. Didn't think there was going to be a reply to that one. And that winner speed, 62 kilometers per hour, will tell us a bit. And the spin, 95 RPM. Well, did see Mima Ito knock one of 86 kilometers per hour as well early in the day.
2-1.
She had a bit of a problem there with the step. Oh, it's actually her laces that came undone. Always lovely to see yellow shoes, isn't it? Just, well, bright as can be.
2-1.
Oh, well played. Well played, Sun Ying-sha. She's controlled that rally extremely well. This is where she thrives, isn't it? The ability to just change things around. Very, very, well, quick on her feet. Well, the net may play truant, you know, time and time again, but the point still goes to you.
1-4.
So Chen Shentong now just struggling a tad bit after that break. It's 1-4. Needs to pick herself up. Well, a bit of net play first. And Sun Ying-sha will go ahead by 4 points. Come a long way in her playing career too, Sun Ying-sha. The reigning Olympic gold medalist in mixed doubles with Wang Chuqin, and she won this in Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024.
6-1.
Besides being, well, teammates, they're good pals as well. Wang Chuqin, as you know, really, really reserved lad. She's also the reigning world champion and World Cup champion. She won it last year, that big battle against Wang Yidi.
1-7.
So 1-7, getting a bit tough here for Chen Shentong. Been a good play here from Chen Shentong. Wonderful rally from her. Kept her wits together. Was able to get everything back onto the table. So 8-2. Looks like Sun Ying-sha is going to race away, well, to claim this game. Well, just proving to be a bit too hard for Chen Shentong to handle today. Not something that you see, well, too often. Chen Shintong trying to do her own bit. And that's going to be the third game.
Game to Sun.
Well, it's very hard for Sun Ying-sha to let go of a game after she's won 3 straight in a row. And I think it's going to turn out to be a bit of a daunting effort or a challenge for, well, Chen Shintong when she gets into the fourth game. 11-7, 11-8, 11-2. This one was just a walk in the park for Sun Ying-sha, the third game. This is that one period of time when you would want a coach in your corner, and I think Chen Shintong could do with one. But what do you do when you have well, 2 players from the same nation, same coaches? It's always difficult. Got that ability, Sun Ying-sha, to just craft those subtle spin moves. They almost seem like they're non-existent, but the ball does turn.
Fourth game.
Very aggressive, fast-paced game.
Love 4.
Powerful forehand. It's got a couple of tricky serves up her sleeve too, and can adapt to opponents very well. It's very admirable, actually.
Love 1.
The love one. And Chen Shintong does well to keep that straight down the line. Well, every point does count, and regardless of how you earn it. So it's 1-1 here. Chen Shintong to serve. Well, looped out the first time. Wasn't going to happen the second time around. Two all. Much better from Chen Shintong this time. I don't think Sun Ying-sha's too happy with her own efforts. Always looks to breaking her opponent's rhythm.
Let 2-0.
That's with variation, especially those wide-angle shots that we've looked at so often. The ability to make your opponent move while you pretty much stand in the same area. 3-2. All as Chen Shintong, well, definitely showing a bit more depth here. Oh, well played, Chen Tong. A bit of net play before the ladies could increase that pace. And she stayed in control of this. Chen Tong, there's no doubt about it.
4-3. Please continue.
Now that's really the kind of game, the kind of rally that, well, Ying Xia is known for. 3-5. Well, we've got fans here for both these ladies, so don't forget it's not just a one-sided affair. But Sun Ying-sha will be very keen on cleaning it up as soon as possible.
3-6.
Well, Chen Tong will say, I'm still here. 3-6. Well, that's a lovely winner. And that's going to stay hit for certain. No way of coming back from that. So Chen Tong did not want to, miss out on those points, but she's taken a timeout, and I think a much-needed one, because Sun Ying-sha has just raced away with a few points. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, as the battle between these two, well, top 5 players continues right here at the Galaxy Arena. That timeout where Chen Tong has had a bit of time to go back and, have a rethink of what her plan should be. Keep in mind the fact that, well, the body language of these two players has been very different. Chen Tong, of course, I don't know whether it's fatigue or it's just the day itself, but looking a little, well, not as confident as yesterday. Sometimes you've just got to figure this out, and especially when it's your own teammate. What do you do when a player's on song? It's just very, very difficult, isn't it? Sun Ying-sha has one intent. It's not about, getting through the quarterfinals or the semifinals. It's about going on and winning the championship, and that would be foremost on her mind, defending a title. If she does, which I guess she just might, because she's got one foot in the finale. If she gets through, she faces Kwai Mon. Well, much better year from Chen Tong, but Sun Ying-sha will reign supreme here. Well, just kept those shots coming. She does like to work the table all over, and that's, I think, the beauty of her game. Never restricts herself. Very unpredictable when you're facing her, especially due to that. You don't know which way she's going to go. comeback from Min Shah with that net ball. It's now 6-8. Well, these 2 points will matter most to Chen Shentong, because if she can't, well, stall her opponent, it's going to be time for her to take the exit door from the tournament, and Sun Ying-sha, of course, to progress. Sun Ying-sha just a bit unsettled there. Was expecting to find the inner edge. Seven, 8. The 9-7, a few errors there. That'll prove expensive. And I think that's been Chen Shentong's well, problem today. She hasn't been able to get all those balls back onto the table. You know, she's missed out on a couple of shots, got a few into the net, just kind of misread the movement of the ball a couple of times over. So it's pretty much match point here for Sun Ying-sha. Chen Shentong will delay that. Still on match point. The world number 1. We would have loved it to have just been a bit more of a fight here. Not taking anything away from Sun Ying-sha. She's been in absolutely fantastic form. But I really do believe it would have been great to have seen a fight. The other semi-final was such a massive fight between Mima Ito and Kwai Man. And so was the Calderano and Wang Chuqin game. The 9-10. Chen Shentong is staying in it for the time being. Much better in this game than the earlier 3. The first one was 11-7. Second one, Chen Shentong almost affecting a comeback. It went to 11-8. But that third game was when it went straight off to Sun Ying-sha, 11-2. Lovely backhand flick, but what a return here from Chen Shentong. It's now 10-all. Well, Sun Ying-sha does come from the Hebei province. And advantage, Chen Shentong, 11-10. Well, Chen Shentong does come from the Shenyang area. And it's even Stevens back again here.
12-10. Game to 10.
So 12-10, even Stevens only for one game. And the best part is we've still got 3 games left. And more importantly, well, just one game for Sun Ying-sha to count it off. But lovely fight here from her opponent, Chen Shentong. So it's 3 games to Sun Ying-sha, 1 to Chen Chen Tong. Stay with us as we continue with the second semi-final in the women's event. There are the scores: 11-7, 11-8, 11-2, 12-10.
To serve, love 4.
So Chen to serve. She's pulled one game away from Suning Shah. That's going to be very interesting to see how these two progress. Well, the last time that she did hold, Suning Shah to that, to a tough game was way back in 2024, the WGT finals in Fukuoka. It was a 5-game event.
1 up.
Looking a tad bit more confident here now, Chen Tong. And I think that is so needed. Well, just getting really, really a bit flustered here. It's now 1-all. I think she really needs to, well, dig deep here.
Let 1-all.
So reserve here from Suning Shah. Those exchanges are always going to work in favor of the world number 1. So leads by 2 points to 1. Well, both these young ladies do have, as I said earlier, a very good fan following, but Suning Shah, well, so many of the athletes look up to her, upcoming athletes from school especially. Consider her a role model. She's a very focused player, extreme hard work, extreme training. There's so much of mental, preparation for these games as well. Chen Tong will serve at 1-3. Well, she does know that it's getting to be a bit, well, challenging up against, the world number 1. I wonder how many times they've actually spent sparring with each other, but during training sessions. 5-1. And this time, Chen Tong will get the better of Suning Shah. Lovely topspin there, decent backhand return, but that finishing move, absolutely fantastic. And that's what you really have to do. You've got to find out those spots where Suning Shah's just going to find it a bit tough to reach. Doesn't happen too often, and really attack that. So you easy for me to sit back and talk, but, well, the world number one thinks at the speed of light, and that's, you know, how she changes her game and approach. It's 2-6 now. Chun Shin-tong to serve. Straight off the net. Definitely not intentional. So 7-3. Let's also quickly remind you that coming up next, it's going to be Lin Shidong taking on Liang Jinkung. That's going to be another exciting matchup. That'll be a last game for the day. We already have Calderano and Kwai Mon in the men's and women's finals respectively. Kwai Mon awaiting the winner of this game. Once again, Suning Shah will dominate. It's now 8-3. Well, did see Chun Shin-tong effect a good comeback in the previous game. Well, left to be seen if she can, well, just replicate that here. But the world number one's coming with intent, as I said earlier. Well, that forehand push is going to take it way away from the table, and now it's 2 points away from match point once again. Well, it's almost like a normal practice session, isn't it? When players get warmed up, especially when, you know, in your training days, when you're in the youth teams. It's always a bit of, well, back and forth that goes on when you want to practice your shots, your spin. A nice comeback from Chun Shin-tong, but it's now going to be match point here for Suning Shah. Chun Shin-tong has had a few questions today in her mind, not just posed by Suning Shah, but some by herself. She's faltered a bit on her shots and a comeback or her returns. And that's pretty much it. All done and dusted here. All in the day's work, says Suning Shah, as she finishes, well, the semi-final with a 4-1 victory. Well, it did take a bit of time. Was tall there. She does wave to, well, her fans as well as to the cup. Let's not forget that it's a very, very important one for us. Just to look at now how the final has shaped up. Suning Shah will go on to meet Shah will go on, of course, to meet her, well, fellow teammate Kwai Mon, and that's going to be a mouth-watering battle. Suning Shah likes to lead from the front. Kwai Mon likes to come from behind to win. It's going to be a very, very interesting battle, and to watch the world number one taking on the world number 7. And I'm sure that Suning Shah is going to have reflections of her time when she faced the top seeds on her way to the top. A really, really good game. And I think it's a worthy finale. Kwai Mon's earned a spot. Suning Shah, of course, came with a plan, and she's pretty much stuck to it. We do hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this semi-final encounter. So we've already got the finalists set, Kwai Mon and Suning Shah in the final. Only thing left to be seen now is who will take on Hugo Calderano in the men's finale. So here's the final score: 11-7, 11-8, 11-2, 12-10, 10-12, sorry, 11-4. So 4-1, Suning Shah wins over Chun Shin-tong. Suning Shah, well, big difference there, 54 points won compared to 33 from Chun. Points won on own serve, 27 compared to Chun Shin-tong's 18, and on opponent's serve, this is the big one too, 27 as compared to what Chun Shin-tong won, which was 15 points. So up next, the last and final game of the penultimate stage of the ITTF Men's and Women's World Cup 2025 in Macau. Suning Shah, of course, will have a few words while we get ready for the men's finale. Don't go anywhere.
In this match against your teammate, give us a review of this match. 恭喜莎莎进入到决赛，本场比赛与队友交手，你会如何回顾呢？
我觉得其实今天这场比赛，我觉得发挥的还是不错吧。其实包括一上来的调动，包括进入状态的这种快速，而且其实面对陈一能这场比赛，我还是做足了非常充分的困难准备。因为我觉得其实我们之间也非常熟悉，而且其实彤彤也是具有一定的实力的选手，所以说面对今天这场半决赛，自己在赛前的这种准备方面，我觉得还是做得更充分一些。
I think for today's match, my performance was quite good. I got into my zone very quickly, and also I came into this match anticipating difficulties in a very thorough way. I am very familiar with Chen Xintong. She's a very strong opponent. I think because of my sufficient preparation, that's why I can win this semi-final.
So give us some thoughts on tomorrow's match. 明天的决赛你会怎么准备呢？
我觉得明天将会是一场非常艰苦的比赛吧。其实款曼在近期的状态，我相信大家也能看到，其实他的进步，其实还有他现在对比赛的这种掌控来说，而且他一路也是非常的艰苦进到了决赛。所以说，对于自己来说，明天将会是一场全力以赴去拼，而且要做好这种非常充分的困难准备，然后希望自己在赛场上能够给大家呈现更精彩的表现。
I think tomorrow's match will be a tough one. We can all see the incredible improvement from Huai Man. She's also in good form, and her control of the match is better. And also, she clawed her way into the final. So for tomorrow's match, I will go all out, anticipating all the difficulties.
Thank you, Sasha. See you tomorrow. 明天见，谢谢莎莎。
Thank you.